Welcome to channel Qtomation. Today we will see about defect resolution. We will see what exactly is defect resolution. So what is defect resolution? So we have seen QA team assigns issue to developer. So whenever during the test execution you find any issue, we log that defect and assign to developer. During test execution, multiple issues will be logged. Developer or development team, entire team conducts some kind of a meeting sometimes, or even on individual level also, they will review the issue and developers will add some resolution type on that issue for further communication. So let's understand it. Whenever QA team logs the issue, they assign it to developer, and in some organization, development manager will go through the issue along with the developers. They will review the issue, they will understand the issue, and they will add some resolution type to that issue. So resolution is mainly given by developers. Defect resolution refers to the process of addressing a defect that was identified during testing. So after analyzing that issue, there are some type of resolutions which developers can add. That I will show you in some time. But just understand, development team will provide the defect resolution, which is primarily indicates what is the next action developer are going to do on that issue. For example, what are the different type of resolution type? So as a QA, you have created the bug, you have assigned to developer. Now there are multiple type of resolution which developer can provide on that issue. First is accept. Whatever issue QA team has reported, if that is a valid issue, then developer will accept that defect and he will fix it. So he will start working on that issue. He will start changing some code for that issue fix. So that is a accept type of resolution. So whatever issue QA team has logged, if the developer change the resolution of the issue to accept, that means developer has accepted that issue, that it is a valid issue, and he is going to work on that issue. So he will do some kind of a code change or some logic change to change the behavior of that issue and fix that issue. And once that issue is fixed, he will provide back to the tester for retesting. So that is the one of the resolution type accept. Duplicate type. So there can be a duplicate resolution also which developer can add to the issue. So if the defect which is logged by QA is already a reported defect earlier. So if that issue, similar issue was already reported, might be by the same developer or it might be by some another developer. So during project, there can be multiple testers who are working. So one tester can report an issue to the developer and another tester also can report a similar issue to developer. So in that situation, developer will add duplicate resolution type to one of the issue. For the defect which is a duplicate of another issue which is already reported, developer will add duplicate resolution. Enhancement. Enhancement is also one type of a resolution type. Sometimes whenever QA sees some behavior which is not expected and he logs the issue for that behavior, but originally that additional behavior was not part of the requirement. So in such situation, what developer will suggest that instead of fixing that issue immediately, or instead of changing it, it might not be an issue also, right? So just understand, sometimes a different behavior does not necessarily mean that it is an issue, but as a QA we should report it. So developer will go through that issue, that behavior, and if it is not part of the requirement, then it will be taken later as an enhancement. So developer will add a resolution type, development team will add the resolution type as enhancement that can be taken later as well. So enhancement is also one of the resolution type for the bug, which developer can add to the issue which is logged by QA team. Need more information. This is again one of the defect resolution type. So when QA team logs the issue, developer will go through that, and in case developer needs some more information around that issue or exact behavior of the requirement is not clear, then developer can mark that as a need more information resolution type to that bug. So development team will add need more information. That means developer need some more information around that issue or some requirement related query he might have. So that would be cleared by either by QA person or it can be cleared by product person as well. So that it will indicate the developer needs some more information around that issue. Not reproducible. So the defect which cannot be reproduced based on the information provided and further information is required from the tester. So as a QA, sometimes if you log the issue and if you don't provide the proper steps, then developer will not be able to produce that issue on his setup. So they will add not reproducible as a resolution type. So either you can connect with developer and explain the steps to him, or you can update the steps in the issue itself so that it will be clear for developer to go through the step, to perform the steps and to replicate the issue. But again, not reproducible is also one of the defect resolution type which developer can add to a bug in case he is not able to reproduce the issue on the setup. Fixed. What is the fixed resolution type? Once the defect has been fixed, after changing the code, the developer will mark that as a fixed resolution type. Will not fix. That is also one of the resolution type. Sometimes the defect will not be fixed, often due to low impact or acceptable workarounds, or if the issue is part of deprecated functionality. So sometimes as a QA we see some behavior and we log the issue, but it might be a deprecated functionality which is not needed, or it can be an issue which is having very low impact and that can have some acceptable workaround. In such situation, developers will not fix that bug. They will mark it as a want fix. Not a bug. Sometimes QA team might misunderstood the requirement and they have reported some issue which is not considered as a defect but rather expected behavior or a misunderstood requirements. In such situation, developer can mark that bug as a not a bug resolution type. Deferred. Some issues or some behavior sometimes are valid but will be fixed in future releases or update due to time constraint, low priority or scope. So sometimes there can be some defects which are valid, but due to timeline or due to its overall impact or due to its low priority, such issues are not fixed. They are marked as a deferred and they would be fixed in later stages or later releases. So in such situation, the resolution should be marked as deferred. So deferred issues will be fixed in later releases. So these are the different type of bug resolution type, and usually the bug resolution type are added by development team or the developers once they analyze the issue which is reported by QA team, and they can mark any one of these resolution type on that bug. So thank you for watching this video about defect resolution type. In coming session, we will see about bug life cycle.